Well, fortunately or unfortunately for you, the weather outside is gloomy and rainy, so I'm inside and I'm in a video making mood. And once I get in a video making mood, I can really crank them out quite fast. So I'm looking at some things that I have written many years ago, and I'm using them to spark a video. So this is the real story of November 22nd, 1963. So cheer up if you've mourned the death of a president. If you were in my generation, Camelot did not die in Dallas, Texas, November 22nd, 1963. Camelot died in film and radio and print. Camelot may have been a larger part of the propaganda stage for the fake death of President Kennedy. Now, what I mean by that is that Kennedy's administration and his youthfulness appeared to be like the play Camelot, and like the good old times in the medieval times with Arthur and Knights of the Round Table and all that there stuff, all right? Now, the reason that image was created was to make it fall really hard with the assassination or the fake assassination. Okay, so I say in my second paragraph that the nation experienced was not the loss of a president. Rather, it was a media atrocity and the loss of Camelot. The loss of that sweet feeling of a youthful president with children in the White House, okay? And I kind of take this back a little bit to the 1938 broadcast on Halloween with Orson Welles mimicking H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, all right? Now, due to the increase in availability of actual recordings of the broadcast, it's evident to the careful watcher and listener the event was a complete media hoax. Thanks to the publication of these original TV and radio broadcasts. And at one time they were very much available. I think they still are, and the channel name is different, but at one time it was a JFK channel. So my approach is not going to be, I'm going to prove to you that JFK was not killed November 22nd. My approach is to negate the claim that he was assassinated, not to do that, but rather to show you all the inconsistencies in the news feeds, which can lead you to the conclusion that it was all staged. Okay? Now this is kind of a repeat of my other article, and I never really finished it, and I wrote this many years ago. If you like flashing images and you're completely hooked on just seeing images, maybe these videos I'm doing are not for you. And I understand most people watch a video, they want something that's colorful in their eyes and flashy and really wonderful editing and all that. But remember, the key to getting out of hoax-lie system is to avoid that and just start using logic and reasoning. So on this fatal day, there are numerous reports that President Kennedy arrives at Parkland Hospital separately, not in the limo. He arrives separately in some kind of a bus or something that supposedly after he was shot they transferred him to something and transported him not in the limo. But later on, the network news will say that, yeah, he arrived in the limo with Jacqueline Kennedy, his wife. Now, Jacqueline supposedly is in the limo, arriving with him in the limo, and yet what's going to happen is she's actually going to be filmed by local television station, arriving separately, and that will be shown on local news in Dallas area. Now, I don't know how many television stations got hold of that footage and showed it. Maybe not many, maybe none at all, maybe it was just strictly in Dallas area, but it is available, and I have shown it a couple of times, of Jacqueline Kennedy arriving separately at Parkland Hospital. So you have so many inconsistencies that you have to realize that it's all been scripted, and that the local television station wasn't coordinated too well with the national networks, and their boo-boos or their goof-ups never really made it to the eyes of the public until now. And I'm bringing them out to you, okay? So basically speaking, you just had a scripted event for the public to destroy Camelot, to destroy the sweet, nice little atmosphere that was created by the few years of the so-called Kennedy administration. Now that is definitely part of what you would call trauma-based hypnosis, trauma-based propagandizing, trauma-based shock, okay, to make you gullible, and then to feed you information that is completely false. Trauma-based mind control. Okay? So the trauma-based mind control was not so much, quote, killing a president, but it was killing this sweet atmosphere that pervaded in America. And the media labeled it Camelot. And they would show gorgeous photo ops of Jacqueline Kennedy with her husband, who might be actually George Axelrod. I just did a video on that. Movie director, screenwriter, novel writer. George Axelrod might have been JFK. And Jacqueline Kennedy most certainly is Marilyn Monroe, a man pretending to be a woman, and a very, very good, excellent presentation, but yet now we have all that we need to uncover these lies and liars and to get rid of the propaganda and to realize, as Dave J. used to say in his channel, nobody died, nobody got hurt. November 22nd, 1963, Dallas. Thank you for watching. End of video.